welcome. We are live. It is Fret Talk / Peabod versus Peabod, whatever we're calling it these days. It's your standard shtick, which is usually on a Sunday, but now on a Saturday.
On Saturday.
So today we are clearly joined by Mr. Lee Pedabadadoo. Say hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee. We are joined by myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, and that is it this week. We are sans Will, sans Matt. Matt is gigging, so you can't blame a man for gigging.
Matt is playing with his new toy.
He is indeed, yes. So he's been plastering it all over his Instagram and all that jazz. He's received the Les Paul, hasn't he?
Yes, I've just realised that I'm listening through my speakers and not through my headphones, and I should be doing that.
What a numpty. Whilst you're doing that, I'd like to apologise to our dear viewers / listeners.
Hey!
Usually we do it on Saturday. Usually we do it on a Sunday. We've had to change it this week because one of us, and I'm not naming any names or pointing any fingers, one of us is going to see The Darkness tomorrow, which again is a pretty awesome reason to miss a live stream. So we're doing it today. I hope you'll understand with that one.
Should we say hi to the people joining in? Let's get the people in the comments really involved this week because we neglected them a little bit last time, didn't we?
Never neglect the comments.
Let's say hi to Burkwait.
To who? Sorry, say that again.
Burkwait.
Burkwait.
Burkwait or Mr. Tater.
Tater Effects. Andy
Bimson. Max John Gibbons. Hello, sir.
Bonjour.
Lost sound on the left screen. Hey? Speak.
Hello. Hello.
Fuck. We don't have sound for you. Okay.
Right.
As you talking away there. Right. Okay. Let's sort this out.
On the playback on the podcast, this will completely be fine. There'll be absolutely no sound issues. But for the live stream, we are missing sound.
Think I've got you now.
Well, hey, can you hear me?
Guys, can you hear him?
Just nod if you can hear me.
Well, no, don't nod, because I can't see your comment, please.
I mean, that's the millennial version of the song lyric, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah. Just give a like if you can hear me.
I was watching a bit of strange YouTube this morning because my son, who was an absolute douchebag, woke up at 5:30 in the morning, started playing with his toys, which woke me up, and then immediately regretted the decision and went back to sleep. Of course, old Daddy-O over here was wide awake at that point. So I went on a little YouTube journey, and I was watching this YouTube channel where it's essentially this singing coach or singing teacher reacting to certain performances, and there was Comfortably Numb on there.
Sorry. So someone's been fucking about with my mixer, probably me, but the reverb and delay was turned up, so everyone's saying that you sound like you're on the moon, and everyone's going, what's going on?
Hello?
And then Stu just put, has he always had a Brummie accent?
You've turned up the Brummie fader.
Yeah, sorry, that just tickled me. You were saying this guy started doing comfortably numb.
But yeah, so it's a woman. It's a channel called Beth Rocks or something like that.
No, she does not.
And she's a vocal teacher, and she basically reacts to to videos that are suggested on a Instagram and YouTube and all this jazz. And she did one for Comfortably Numb. And she was talking about the different styles between Roger Waters and Dave Gilmour. And Dave Gilmour's actually still got a pretty decent voice.
Yeah. Well, do you think about it? He trains, doesn't he? He looks after himself and he trains his voice and these sort of things. A lot of people just go to rack and room, but mind you, some of the people who you'd think really, really do work really, really hard at it, their voices have changed dramatically. You listen to Bruce Dickinson. You listen to the last album versus like the first album he was on, and I know it's pretty obvious because it's you're talking about 40 years difference, but
yeah,
you don't want them to change, do you? It's like Rob Halford. You don't want them not to be able to hit those high notes.
Yeah, and it's often that case, isn't it? The real vocal acrobatics, they suffer over time. I mean, people like Robert Plant, pretty much after the fourth album was shot, and
I think Robert Plant's still got a wonderful voice. I really like the stuff he's bringing out.
From what I hear about him, I like him as a person because he supports loads of local music, and apparently people around Kidderminster just see him just turn up to a pub of just random gigs and will just be there and supporting people. Absolutely love that about him. His voice hasn't been the same since one of the late 70s.
Well, no, I think that's partially due to what we're talking about. Like, they started in the 60s, really hit it
69.
In the...
Is when
yeah,
but they with the new Yardbirds before that doing stuff in 68, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, as Stu's just said, Dave Gilmour can sing, Roger can't, but Roger Waters is the sound of Pink Floyd. He is even back to like the Sid Barrett stuff before Dave Gilmour even came along. And I love the Sid Barrett stuff. It's really, really great stuff. Sitting hear Emily playing stuff like this, isn't it? Yeah, it's just really good stuff. Properly off your tits stuff, but it is good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, right, yes. So, what you been up to, man?
you snuck in there quick. So
I did, didn't I?
This week, let's go back to Friday. I released a video on my No Talk or Tone series of the Joyo Maximum. And this is a pedal that both of us have tried, isn't it, Lee?
I should say so. Which one is it?
The full tone, full drive,
right?
Inspired,
the elongated one with the two switches.
Yeah. The boost and the essentially it's like a kind of blues drivery, a little bit transparent side, and then you've got the boost, the MOSFET boost. I thought it came out really well. I thought the sounds of that were pretty good. I was impressed.
Yeah, what are you running it through? Because I've never been a big fan of any of the full tone stuff I've played. It's not saying it's bad. It's just it's never tickled my fancy, as it were. It's never been right up my sort of street. But what were you playing it through?
It was through my silent rig. So I've got a Fender-ish preamp and I think, in fact, I might have been running it through the Black Star for that one. Sometimes I'll run it through the preamp, or sometimes I'll run it through the Black Star and out the emulated out into
and
the
you've
desk.
You've got one of their low wattage valve amps, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got an HT5, which is fantastic as a clean platform and as a kind of driven thing as well. But the emulated out in that sounds a bit sterile, so I run it through some impulse responses as well. And add a touch, just the tiniest bit of reverb to emulate the sound of a room. Otherwise, it sounds too flat again. And I've been getting some really good results with that. But it's a pedal which is right up my street, which is kind of low to mid gain, very touch responsive. and I've found
that's really cool.
I've really been favouring that kind of drive sound recently, and it's been highlighting the fact that I need to brush up on my technique.
Why don't you keep hold of that one then, man?
I shall do. I think the next in the series is probably going to be, because I've been trying this one as well, and this is a bit tasty.
I like that a lot. So there's a bit blurry on the screen for the listeners as well. That's the XV1, which is the
it's an octave style, isn't it? So it's So the thing that makes it a bit different from normal octave pedal, because you usually got a sub and an upper with these kind of digital octave sounds, but it's also got a mod control, which I found really, really good, because adding just that little bit of movement in the signal.
Our friend Sean Mack is asking for a link to the pedal demo. What I'll do is, rather than give people links to lure them away from our lovely tones and sexy faces, we'll chuck one in at the end. Yeah,
I mean, alternatively, if you follow me on Instagram and YouTube, you'll get the links to the No Talk All Tone stuff every week. So,
and we'll share them up on Pedalboard to Doom and Fret Talk and these sort of things as well. I so wish I brought a drink in with me. I was so rushing around earlier that I didn't bring a drink. I'm so thirsty right now. I might leave you in a second and go and get a drink of water.
Delicious.
You tosser.
That I am.
Have you done anything else interesting?
Yes, I have. Checking the checking my list. So I've done Joe Maximum. Also,
Stu's just commented on your Blackstone. He said a load of people that weren't good enough to stay at Marshall. Well, considering that Marshall haven't been putting out shit all recently, other than like a few copies of older stuff. Those rehashes, the smaller rehashes of like the JCM 800 and that are really cool. But where's their new flagship? You know, the JVM's been out there for ages and ages. What's going on? You know,
Origin? What was the one after the Origin as well?
It's all low end stuff. It's not nothing spectacular. You know, nothing that's going to make you go, "Oh, I really need that." You know,
they had the before that. I think it was at the same time as the Origin as well. They had the Antoria series. Antoria.
No, that was Stu.
No, that's Antares. Yeah, so the Antoria was the higher end hand wired stuff. They've got the Origin, but then they've also got, what was the most recent one? Is it like the Studio or something like that?
No, I think it was the mini versions, like the 800 and the Plexis and stuff like that. I think so.
They did those years ago, didn't they?
No, they came out this year.
Did they? Oh, well, no. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
You know.
Phil Steer bought one, I think. But yeah, okay. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one, but I've actually been thinking about chopping in my amps and getting something a little bit better.
So you're currently rocking, was it an Ibanez Tube Screamer head?
TSA 15H.
15, and you're doing the JCM, is it the 800 or the 2000?
Yeah, it's the DSL.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like them, but it's just a little bit. I've been working with some really decent metal guitarists recently, and I've had the opportunity when I went to Germany to play some really, really, really great amps. And I'm coming back to mine. I loved these amps beforehand, but now I've been a bit spoiled with what I've played. I'm like, try to get something a bit better.
You've seen the grass on the other side, and you're thinking, well.
Yeah, but I really like Marshall as well, and I don't know if I really like it because of the name Marshall, because I wanted the Les Paul Marshall thing.
Yeah, it's that iconic duo, isn't it?
Does sound good.
It's the thing that like non-guitarists would be able to tell you. Oh yeah, Les Paul and a Marshall.
What I think might be the case is my studio's still an absolute tip because this sofa still hasn't been picked up. I'm going to burn the bloody thing soon. And it means that my 2x12 is out of commission at the moment. So I've got my 4x12 on, running my Marshall through the 4x12, and it just sounds so much woollier because I've been running the Marshall through the 2x12.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't sound as good anymore.
Ah. And what speakers are in the 412 then?
Oh, I don't know. There's some Celestians of some sort.
Yeah.
It's a nice cab. It's the
This 1960s.
Yeah, I think it is AX. I think it is the AX 1960.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what the speakers are in that, but
sure, they're Celestians.
Yeah, but it depends what Celestian as well, because
yeah, I don't know which ones in particular.
Yeah, I had some G12Hs in my 212, and they almost exclusively sounded woolly and just undefined.
Yeah, maybe I should. I've got some contacts over at Jensen. Maybe I should speak to them and see about upgrading my speakers.
Yeah. Check what's in them. So I like I say the maximum pedal demo has released, but also I've finally figured out how to use the premium feature. The Premiere feature on YouTube now as well. So you'll also see on my channel that it's got a Premiere for a pedal that Mr. Stuart Tate used to make. So
which one?
He used to make a certain...
Not the power amps distortion.
The power amp distortion. Yeah, power amp distortion.
That's cool.
Which is based around a kind of stoner doom machine.
It's a Sun, isn't it? It's based on a Sun amp. It's like the Acapello Gold sort of thing.
Acapulco.
Acapella.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Because it's a one knob pedal as well. I end up really getting into it, getting like some nasty riffs out of it. But then I run it into a driven preamp as well. And it then gets really like gnarly and gated, and it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I really like the sound of the Sun amps.
Yeah.
You have to run them loud, don't you? Yeah.
So, am I keeping you up, Lee?
Oh, mate. I've not done anything today either. I've just been looking after the kids and playing Grand Theft Auto.
Whilst looking after the kids?
Well, when my daughter that was old enough to understand went to see Frozen 2, and my 1-year-old was running around, then I put it on because my 1-year-old doesn't know what's going on. Stop coughing. Take
that, you bastard.
Hello, Matty Knight. How you doing, man?
It's Matt Knight. Whee! Say hi, Matt.
He never does.
Wrong, Matt.
Yeah.
So what else have I done this week?
I don't know. What have you been doing?
I received a parcel today, actually. I'd like
Is this related to... is this an advent calendar or something that you've received through the post?
It is not, no.
Okay.
And it's becoming... I mean, it's the 30th today, so not long before...
Christmas!
Before advent calendar. Yeah, I mean, the moment December hits, I'm okay with getting into the Christmas spirit, but it's not December yet, so let's hush that nonsense. So probably about a month or so back, I sent a pedal off to Simon over at JSA.
Right.
Hello?
I said, all right.
All right.
Hello.
All right.
How you doing?
So I sent a pedal over to Simon. It was a Boss OD3 because he was curious. He'd never tried one and he'd heard really good things about it. So I said, yeah, cool. I'll send you one over. And then when he got it, he was like, oh, it's really cool. But there's things I'd change about it. So I said, yeah, feel free, mod it, do what you want. So he changed some subtle little bits, and the pedal has come back now, and it is fantastic. Absolutely.
Do you know what he did to it?
Is it what? Sorry.
Do you know what he's done to it?
I have got the details somewhere, but I haven't got them to hand. I'm sure he'll let me know. But it was only kind of like very, very subtle stuff. He was just kind of adjusting the tone sweep and maybe something to do with the gain stacking a little bit, but it weren't vast differences. But it's just made everything so smooth and responsive, and it's just he's using his magic tone wizard dust, and it's now
That's cool.
It's crazy. It's just this.
I'm going to have a word and get some of these pedals over to check them out because I've not tried them.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few I can send to you.
Yeah, cool. That sounds good. Yeah, I'd like to try them.
Yeah, they are absolutely cool. And they really don't break the bank as well. He doesn't charge a great deal for them.
That's good.
He also sent through a modded K-Line Pure Sky as well, which is based around the Timmy.
Oh, okay.
But again, with his subtle changes in it. And I tried that a little bit before I tried the OD3, and it's shaping up to be pretty cool. So, I mean, those are potential for No Talk All Tones coming up as well. You might get to see them again.
Cool.
How about yourself, Lee? What have you been up to this week?
Well, I have... yesterday, I discovered that I have a vintage pedal collection.
You have go ahead. So walk us through this thought process, Lee.
So, I was trying to raise a little bit of cash because, despite Will claiming he wasn't going to sell his ES8, he is selling his ES8 and he's sending it to me. So, I needed to raise a bit of cash for it. So I was going to do like a part cash, part pedal sort of trade with him, and showed him a picture of a few pedals I've got, and he said, "Oh, that SD1. I might be interested in that." And I was thinking, okay, well, yeah, 30 quid for an SD1. Turned it over, and it happened to be a made in Japan one. I thought, okay. So I started pulling it apart and looking at it, checking the serial number. It's only a 1983 with the fancy chip in it. 4558 chip, I think it is. So this is rare. You know, it's not that rare, but it's rarer than like others. But yeah, it's worth a bit, and I've been wanting to start a vintage pedal collection for a while. Did approach a couple of people about selling it, but I managed to sell my Sienna Burst Mexican Strat, which I googled that, and some guy had sold one of them exactly the same as mine for $1,000. Because it's a special edition. It's basically all American get up on it. It's basically an American Strat, but they've put together over in Mexico. Yeah. I always knew it was a bit like that, but I didn't realise it was quite like that until I did more research on it yesterday. But yeah, I've managed to sell that instead. But I've got me SD1, I've got a TS10, I've got this. This is a G10, Ibanez G10, which is the same
from the same series.
Yeah, so the 10 series for the listener is the pedal is slightly offset. And when you pull out a little bit on the side, and that pops open, and when you click it down, it goes like that.
Yeah, it's the TS10 is the one that John Mayer and Stevie Ray Vaughan were raving about, isn't it?
No, Stevie Ray Vaughan was the 808, wasn't it?
I thought he had TS10s as well, but
it might have. Do you know what? You could write what I know about Stevie Ray Vaughan on the back of a bloody matchstick. So I know people say matchbox, but I mean matchstick. I'm not going to argue with anyone about that. So yeah, I've got that, and I've also got this aria chorus ACH one, which I didn't realise was a Japanese one.
Nice.
So yeah, that's Japanese, and I've wanted to start like I've also got my CE2, which is I think a 1984 one as well.
Oh, nice.
But I'm going to get another one of these, and the reason for that is I love this, and I do gig it.
Can't you get don't they do a CE2W, or is it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Not as good.
It's not, but that's probably because this one's a modded one. Can you see on the back here? It says Monty Allen's modded.
Okay.
So this probably doesn't sound quite like other CE2s do. So it's not that their CE2 isn't like a CE2, so mine isn't. That sounds more like a CE1, to be honest. But I love that thing. It's my favourite chorus. Even though I've got the DC2W, but on my new board, when I put my new board, not new board, but when I set my board up with the ES8, I'm gonna have both of them on there.
Sweet. You've done the ES8 this week. You've sold a guitar. Vintage guitars?
No. Vintage.
Oh, was it vintage pedals that you were talking about?
Yeah. My plan will be I'm going to take my Alder and Ash pedal board over to Richard, Alder and Ash, and we're going to do a little bit of work on it in order to make it so the Velcro bit pops up, so that's going to be on hinges, and we're going to have a cutout in it for the ES8, so the back of the ES8 automatically goes underneath, and it's satin, not satin, but satin to the
seated,
sunken, into the pedal board, so it doesn't stick out, so it'll be nice and flush. And we're going to do it like that, and it'll be nice, and I might even have a specialised little pop-up bit that pops up independently. I'm not sure, but we're going to have a look at that and see what we can do and make it a little bit special. So that's the next plan. So I get the thing from Will, and then I've got to work out how to do MIDI for things like my Meris Enzo and the 200 series pedals and my my DD500. So the EQ will be going on there as well. Yes.
9 options as well.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if those 9 options are MIDI switchable between them as well.
Possibly.
Oh, Sean Max just said he was looking at a Binson Echo Rec 2 today for $3,500.
I mean, if you've got the cash and you're considering it, then who am I to say no?
Well, now since I mentioned Sean, do you want to talk about the giveaway and we'll get that done? Yeah. Okay, so Sean Mack is working with Pedalboards of Doom and his own company, Sugar Ray, and he's going to be bringing us giveaways. It's a way of promoting his own company and his own YouTube channel and these sort of things, and it's a great way of bringing giveaways to Pedalboards of Doom. So
we love a good giveaway, don't we?
We do.
We love a good giveaway.
Sean's just said that's going to be hard to hide from his wife. I should say so. Have a look at the new what's that new valve? Is it a Binson? Binson is the original. Is it Echo 6? I think there's I can't remember. So many pedals. How can I remember all of them? No. So yeah, that's have a look at that. But right, so we're going to talk about this now. What we've got is in this giveaway. We're going to try and do it a little bit quick because some of it's going to be image only, and that's no good for the podcast listeners. So we want to try and keep it. What we're going to do is talk about this one very quickly, do the giveaway, announce the next one, and then move on.
Sweet.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, carry on. You carry on with it.
Okay, so the first part of this one is, what do we have? We have, I'm going to have to go like this and open up Facebook again so I can see my messages.
This
and then look at what Sean has sent.
Radio, this It's fucking great radio.
Don't get better than this. Okay, so in the giveaway that Sean has announced and we shared up and these sort of things, we've got 2 Earthquaker devices plumes to give away. One is everyone who enters gets given a number or gets a number associated to them. So there's 100
gets assigned a number. Yeah, cool.
Exactly. And there's 131, so we've assigned that in. And in a minute, I'm going to show up on the screen a random number generator, and we're going to choose someone, a number, and Sean will tell us who that is. The second winner is the person who gives the best comment. Oh, did you hear me burp?
No, well,
if you didn't,
I didn't.
Just to clarify, I did. Okay.
It will probably picked up on your mic. I'll make it a feature in the podcast.
Okay, so let's just say the person who gave the best comment was Creepshow69. I bet that was you, weren't it?
I mean, I did. I'd signed up to multiple different accounts just to enter this. Mainly because the amount of flack that I got for the news video that we did about the plumes, going, oh, why don't you just play one?
Yeah. Right, I'm going to do this. I've got the comment here from Creepshow69. Shall I read it out in the appropriate voice for Creepshow69?
You can do. I believe he's Scandinavian, so carry on, Lee. You're really good at accents, I've heard.
Yeah. I think Creepshow69 sounds like, I love effects pedals. I love free effects pedals. I've read lots of great things about the plumes, and I've seen some really cool videos. EQD pedals are amazing. Sadly, they're too pricey for me here in Canada. You're awesome. Subscribed and liked. Really liked. So
halfway through you realised that he's Canadian.
I just added in the one stereotypical thing I know about Canadians. So we're getting loads and loads and loads of likes suddenly. I don't know why. That was well done to Creepshow69. Otherwise known as Stuart Tate. And and what we're going to do now is, let me just go into studio mode, make sure that this is ready to go. Yes, it is. Right, so we're going to run this quickly, and we're going to choose a number. So just to show people that this is working, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Okay, so the next one we're going to go, and that's going to be the right one. So we're going to go number 70.
Wait.
Number 70. So we'll just wait for Sean, because there's a lag on between what we say and what the replies coming back to us. So number 70. Let's just put
you should have done it in a bingo calling style.
70.
One thin lady and a ball, 70. One knobbly knees, 23. Number 70. This is once again this fast-paced segment here is absolutely quality podcast material.
Just in case Sean's gone off to the little boys' room or something like that, we'll leave it with him and we'll go back to that when he comes in, and we'll shout that out rather than waiting around for it.
Indeed.
Do you know
so
what? I didn't transition the thing, so I was doing I was making a big song and dance to this start, stop thing, and but yeah, so on and so forth. So I've transitioned that now, and now people can see it. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure people knew it was legit. Let's go back to that. Right. So
I don't think we've got the wherewithal to forge one of these. I think we're struggling enough to do it legitimately, let alone try and fake it.
It's funny because it's true. Okay, he's just told us, congratulations to Beau Osland. Beau Osland. Beau Is that pronounced Bew?
Bow.
Selector. Yeah, Bo Osland. Congratulations. Woo!
Woo!
News.
We've got some real plumage going on today. Real plumage.
Yep, let's do the news, man. Let's do the news.
Have you not got... Didn't you not say that we're going to announce the next giveaway?
Oh, shit, yeah. Next giveaway. Next giveaway is... next giveaway is... It was really cool, actually. It was... It's an Analog Man Peppermint Fuzz and a signed book of Mike Analog Mike's book Analog Man's Guide to Vintage Effects.
Nice.
A signed copy of Mike Matthews' book Analog Man's Guide to Vintage Effects.
I thought if anyone's got a book, it's got to be Mike Matthews because he's got stories, man. He's got stories and a half, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I feel like there's stories that will come out maybe after he's gone. But no, it's yeah. Well, that's really cool. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for joining in with us, man.
Indeed.
Right.
And yeah, well done to those gentlemen who have won the pedals. And of course, let us know how you get on with them because I'm very interested in the plumes. I'm very interested.
Have a go on the Tonepedia plumes. Have you played it? The plumes?
No, I haven't. No, I need to check that out because I've seen the Earthquaker demos and they did it through guitar, bass, and synth as well, which was really cool. But yeah, I think I'll have a go at that after I've finished the stream. We've got some news, haven't we? We've got news.
Loads of news. Let's get on with it.
Loads of news. Right,
what do you want to hit first?
So my way of organising the news this week was to think of the most ridiculous news and then work our way forward through that.
I grew a new pubic hair.
So this week, I mean, it's not far off. We're talking about swingers.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's put that in there.
So, not the Great British Pastime, but the
the Great British Bake Off. Then, do you ever watch that?
Yeah, I do. I'm an avid fan.
Can you imagine them being swingers?
I would rather not. No.
Oh dear!
I don't want to see Paul's Hollywood at all. So Fender Swinger, which is a guitar from 1969. There weren't many of them made. They were essentially like the original parts caster, weren't they? So there were bits of guitar that were left over and told to.
If guitars were edible and I left this around my toddler, this is what it would look like.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So it's. Essentially, what it is like a Mustang body shape, but with the top horn angled a little bit, and then almost like a bite mark taken out of the arse of it.
I suppose it is a bit, yeah. When you kind of like put your thumb over like the horn and where the bite out of it, you can see where it would be a Mustang, yeah.
I mean, not only that.
It's got like the bass sort of get up for the controls there, hasn't it? Are you alright, mate? You dying?
Not as bad as I was last time. I think I got up to 37 last time, whereas I'm on 7 at the moment. So
at least you got a drink of water, you bastard.
I mean, I had a drink and a half of water last time, but I was dying. I seem to be getting slightly better. However. So yeah, it does have the jazz bass pickup control plate. They come in a 2 pickup and a single pickup version, and they come in black, burgundy mist, which is essentially sparkly pink.
Which is the one that's on screen now.
Is the one that's what? Sorry,
that's the one that's on screen now.
Okay, cool.
Just to clarify, and can't see what's on the screen. All he can see is my beautiful face.
I know, you do have to feel sorry for me on these live streams. So we've got the Black Burgundy Mist, which is the one that was one which was kind of displayed in the press releases quite a lot. Dakota Red, Olympic White, and Sonic Blue. There's not a great deal to say about them. They've got a bit of a weird headstock as well.
They have. It looks a little bit like a harpoon, doesn't it?
Yeah, they were referred to as the arrow headstock. The bridge is a bit strange as well. So it reminds me a little bit of a Dan Electro bridge, but it's got 3 brass saddles rather than the 6 saddles.
Looks like it's got a little grab bit on it as well. So what you've got on the bridge, it kind of like in order to have the little brass saddle bits that look like they're off of a telly coming out, you've got a bit that comes up and it goes like a 90 degrees and 90 degrees again, and then they've put it out so you can grab onto it, which almost looks like you can grab onto it and do some whammy tricks on it, but you can't.
No, they're bolted down. Like I said, the Dan Electros are like that.
Yeah. Did they originally have like an ashtray cover?
What,
these ones? Because that's what I'd imagine would go over that.
Oh yeah, I don't think they did. No. But yeah, so these are Jap made, these ones. So they're a Japanese reissue essentially.
Not just Japanese made. I think they're Japanese only.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost pointless in us talking about them, really.
Some might find their way to the UK and US markets.
How much are they?
How much would you think one of these would go for?
I wouldn't give you 50 quid for it, but I'd imagine because they're probably about 1,500 quid.
Not too bad. So they're saying around £1,000.
Around £1,000, yeah. Am I right in saying the single pickup one is neck only?
Yeah.
That's the right pickup, well, isn't it? Yeah.
You're right, it's odd. It's the right pickup. So yeah, it's a bit of an oddball. I think I'm down with it. Not for the guitar itself. If it was commonplace, I'd absolutely hate it because there's a lot of it that just doesn't appeal to me. But the fact that it's like a quirky shape, and it's something quote unquote new.
I'll tell you what, if you were playing in like a 60s cover band, or you were like one of these 60s-esque sort of like cool, trendy sort of bands, then this guitar would quite easily become your signature sort of guitar because they're so rare.
Yeah, and I think if I was going to play a show and someone rocked up with one of these, or someone else rocked up with, I don't know, like a really fancy, say like a one of the Ultra Tellies or Ultra Strats or whatever, 10 times out of 10 I'd be walking over and looking at what the fuck that is over the telly or the Strat. Yeah, I suppose so. I'd still rather have something that looked really cool that was actually really good. I don't think this is going to be very good. Well, I mean, it might be. If this has got, it doesn't look like it's going to be particularly powerful. It doesn't look like it's it's going to be as powerful as a telly or something like that. But there's no reason it couldn't be because it's a Fender with 2 pickups, which could just be as powerful as a telly. If this kicked out telly sort of tones, then could be cool. I've got a funny feeling it doesn't. No, I think they're relatively jangly. I think those weird covered single coils are quite thin magnets. That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah. So, what's our next on the old newsy news? You tell me, mate. We have got Joe Bonamassa has released another signature. Yay! So, I initially had that reaction. I thought, Joe Bonamassa's bought another signature Epiphone. That's unexpected. However,
looks like someone's thrown some paint on the fretboard, and it's kind of, when someone says that their toast looks like they've got Jesus in it.
Yes, yeah.
So it's got it's got his signature down the fretboard, and it does actually look like someone has just, if I say it in a polite way, it looks like they've just spilt some paint, some white paint, a little bit of dribble of white paint down the fretboard.
Are you referring to hand cranked white paint?
It could well be,
by any chance. Sorry, this is called the Norm Burst Epi Les Paul.
I want to come in quickly with Andrew Bimson said, if it's got single coils, throw it in the bin. This is a man who recently got a single coil guitar and quite liked it. Isn't it? Aren't you, Andrew? Aren't you? Admit it, aren't you?
Ooh.
You did. We all know. You told us all. You sent us pictures. We know. Sorry.
That's I mean, the fact that you've got a microphone and all he's got is a keyboard.
Yeah, delete comment.
I think, yeah, so it's called Norm Burst.
And that burst is very yellow in the middle, and it goes off into a red. So it's a bit like the Sienna burst that I had on my Strat, if you've ever seen that. But the flamed maple on the top as well is very straight, rather than going off in angles. It's book matched, so the flame is very straight. Are you alive, mate?
I am, yeah. When I've edited this podcast, you wouldn't be able to tell a thing.
Yeah, just to clarify, I'm not interrupting him. I'm filling in for him.
That's it. Yeah. So the Norm Burst it's based on the fact that it's a guitar that Bonamassa bought from Norm's Rare Guitars.
Oh,
it's a 1960s Les Paul. And he says one of the cleanest examples that he's ever seen. It's a AA veneer book matched top in a cherry sunburst, pretty much, isn't it? It's just a standard kind of cherry sunburst. So yeah. The accoutrements for it are quite exciting. 50s wiring, Mallory tone cap, Epi Pro buckers, which are apparently using the same parts as the USA Gibson burst buckers, which are quite widely regarded as the Gibson sound. That's all pretty cool. And as you say, $699 for the standard version, so the standard trapezoid inlays, or $799 for the hand cranked Joe edition. However, have you seen the headstock on this?
No. So,
the headstock is not your Epiphone headstock anymore. It's not your clipped wings book, open book headstock. It's like a softer version of the standard Gibson headstock.
I will try and find a picture of the headstock and bring it over if I can. I want to see this.
So it's the first of the Epiphones that are now showing this new direction for the Epi headstock, because there was some speculation that Epi were moving away from the clipped wing style, and this is suggesting that is going to be the case. So it's potentially, if these go well, Epiphone will make the jump on the standard lines.
Okay.
Have you found anything yet?
I have. I'm just resizing it, and I'll chuck it up.
So
what I'll do is I'll maximise it so we can just see the headstock.
Yeah, it's not quite a Gibson headstock, and I'm not saying that.
It's not that much of a departure, in my opinion. It's not that much different.
It's like the middle part where the kind of the middle of the book would meet is higher up than usually on the Gibson, but it's a better choice than the clipped wings style.
I see. Yes, that's more clearer now. You've described it. Yeah, I'm just sorry guys. I'll be with you in 2 secs. Let me just try and maximise this as much as possible so it's nice and big for you all. Yeah.
Giggity.
Yeah, exactly. And I just need to move that down into the images part. And we'll
exactly
get rid of
that.
And transition. There you go. So that's on the fly editing there.
Boom. No one would ever know. If you are in the live chat, let us know what you think of this new headstock.
Yeah, so let us know if that said Gibson on it. What would you think it was a Gibson? Do you prefer? I do actually. Now I can see it clearly. If I so effectively, it's just like a bigger book.
Yeah, yes, yeah. It's not quite Gibson, and I'm okay with the fact that they've not got just straight gone Gibson and just written Epiphone on the top. Cool with that.
Yeah. A lot of people weren't happy with the other Epiphone headstock, which was much, much bigger. I preferred that, but I prefer this.
Yeah, well, the kind of flared out version of the Epiphone headstock worked really well on the semi hollows because they had it on the Sheraton and on the Dot. But when they tried it on a solid body, and I can't remember which one they did. I think it might have been
I think it was those PRS looking ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, the modern double cut. It didn't look right. So yeah, I think that's a step in the right direction for Epiphone. Whilst we're waiting for some comments back on this, let's talk about the next in our news series.
So yeah, Andrew has admitted that there's 10 single coil guitars, or 10 single coils in the room with him, not counting P90s, which they should because they are single coils, sir.
I mean, they are, but I mean they're only single coils through technicality.
No, they're single coils. There's no getting around the fact that they're single coils. They have one coil.
Yes, however, they are big fat magnets and they are wound within an inch of their life, so they don't sound like,
for sure.
They don't sound like a single coil. They sound like a P90.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think his argument against the single coil is not the fact that it is just one coil and it's not Buckingham. It's the fact that they sound the way that they do.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wrong because single coils are absolutely magnifique. I love single coils, and I will fight you if you tell me otherwise.
So, Andy said this headstock is better than the Fender Swinger headstock. Well, yeah, duh. Yeah. Of course it is, man.
Yeah. Okay, then. Taking that on board, the Fender Swinger headstock or the old Epiphone headstock?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Throw it in the comments. Which one do you think?
Yeah. Let's hear. What do you reckon? Let me put that back up then. So we'll go between these two images. In fact, let me see if I can put both images on. So we've got that headstock. If I can resize that one, and we'll put. Actually, do you know what? On its own, that doesn't look too shabby.
What's up?
The Fender one doesn't look too shabby on its own.
The Arrow. So we're probably talking the Arrow's still going to beat the old Epiphone headstock.
There you go, boys and girls. Which one do you think's best? The Fender Swinger or the new Epiphone headstock?
Right.
No, you wanted the old Epiphone headstock, didn't you?
I did want the old. People know what the old Epiphone headstock looks like.
Headstock.
Okay. We'll talk about the Godin radiator whilst we're doing this.
Godin radiator. Now, I like Godin, but what an awful name.
This is a guitar that was around in, I believe it was released in 1999. I actually knew a guy who owned a Godin radiator, and it was mental. It was crazy as balls. It was a bright yellow finish, but you couldn't see any of the finish because the scratch plate takes up the entire front of the guitar. It had 2 mini humbuckers, but didn't have a switch to switch between them. They just simply had two volumes, one for each pickup, so you could blend. You essentially blended them in, but there was no way of switching to a pickup.
That's cool.
Yeah, it had a universal tone control. I mean, it's interesting, but I want to be able to switch instantly from one pickup to another. So it really annoyed the crap out of me. And this specific version was called. So it was the go down radiator, but it was called the Radiator Super Cool or something like that.
And all the girlies say he's pretty fly.
Or a radiator.
So it's like, yeah, man, I am so super cool.
So yeah, so the new radiator, the reissue is still got the single cut. It's a chambered body, which I'm not entirely sure the old one was or not. I remember it being relatively light, so it could be. Maple construction, rosewood board, standard stuff. This one has got 2 volume and 2 tone and a switch, so it fixes that. And it uses full-size buckers this time instead of mini humbuckers, which I preferred the mini buckers because they weren't just standard mini buckers as well. They were half covers and then had a plastic center, so they looked really cool. Whereas these are just kind of standard buckers, so it's taken away some of the quirkiness of the.
Were they a bit like Gretsch pickups?
A little bit, yeah, but it didn't have the pole pieces.
Oh, okay.
So if you imagine like a gold foil, but instead of like in the center, the foil, the kind of foil mesh, it would just be like a solid. It was like a solid grey colour or something, as far as I can remember, anyway. So yeah, it was really quirky, and I think a lot of the stuff that they've put on it now has taken that away from it. It's a single tailpiece wraparound bridge, but with adjustable saddles. But the thing that really struck me
really,
the thing that really strokes me about this, the thing that really struck me about this is I believe they're called smart tuners, and what they've done is they've adjusted the ratio of each of the tuners. Because, as you know, thicker strings don't require as precise a tuner because you crank them to get the fine tuning, whereas tiny strings, the tiniest movement changes the tuning vastly on those.
I think you've very much got that the wrong way around.
No. So it's
the thicker strings, you don't need to do much on them in order to. The thicker strings you tune up quicker. So if you move them just a little bit, you get much more. You get much more difference in tuning. Whereas on the thinner strings, you have to really turn them in order to get the notes change.
But you require finer tuning on the higher strings. It's easier to be out, whereas the thick ones, and they've done this with the tuner ratios to compensate for that. So you've got an 18-1 ratio on the bass side, but then on the treble you've got 26-1 ratio. So it becomes a finer tune.
I'll tell you what I was thinking of. I was thinking of guitars when I put really thick strings on them and tune them down. So I've got an Ibanez guitar over there, an RG Ibanez, and I've got that tuned down to drop C, I think. And where I just move it slightly, and then it's like B, C, and so on. I wonder if that's because the wavelength. No, it can't be, because wavelength's longer at lower notes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know then. But I know I hardly have to move the tuner at all in order to tune it in, and you just move it slightly and it's way out on the lower strings.
But this is what the what Godin have done. So they've got higher ratios on the treble strings, and yeah. I mean, 26-1 ratio is the finest ratio that I've ever seen. I think the lock-in tuners I've got on most of my guitars are 19-1, and they are pinpoint precise. A 26-1 will allow for just micro tuning. I was down with that. I thought that was really cool. What's the chat saying about the headstocks? Have we got any comments back on that?
Not a sausage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that is because we came off of the headstocks to put up the picture of this radiator.
Nah.
Mate, it is winter after all. Come on. Right.
Winter is coming. We've probably got one more in us, haven't we?
Yeah, let's talk about a pedal. Come on, we are pedalboards of doom.
Go on. Give us a pedal, Lee. Tell me about a pedal.
When you run your radiators too much during the winter, you must make sure you have a bit of ventilation. And
Whee!
Here we have the new micro vent.
Yeah, so I mean the original vents are
massive.
The massive. They're also mainstays in that pedal show, aren't they? They absolutely loved them. I think there was a version 2 as well,
which was the mini.
Is that? But that's
about the size of a Merit Enzo sort of pedal, so still relatively big.
And now they're doing it in kind of standard 1590B style, aren't they?
Yeah, they're calling this micro, even though it's like the standard MXR sort of size. So it's like the size of this carbon copy. Yeah, but it looks a little bit thinner. Maybe like you know how the TC pedals are. Their normal size pedals are a little bit thinner than the average Hammond cases.
Aren't they?
Yeah, he says, yeah. By a tad.
You're not convincing me here.
He's going to bloody measure them now, aren't he?
Nah, they seem about the same.
So what made the vent really interesting was you had different. Let's say what the vent is to start with. The vent is a Hammond organ emulator, but it did it really, really well. And one of the things that the vent did that was really nice. Well, one of the things that Hammond organs did that was very nice is when you went between speeds, they didn't just go da 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 da. They went da 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 da. And
it ramped up.
Yeah, exactly. They ramped up and they ramped down as well.
Yeah.
And what the vent did was it emulated that really, really well. And you could have it in stereo as well. So that was great. You could get the space in. And I've heard it on a stereo bass rig before. It was wonderful. Really was wonderful. Since then, other companies have started doing that.
Okay, yeah.
Guess who just joined?
Who's this?
Say, hey, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Way.
Said it before you did. What made that interesting was that single coils are for the uneducated. Oh, look at him. So he's suddenly got a Les Paul and he's like, oh, yeah, single coils, yeah. Didn't you
was this Matt?
Yeah, didn't you buy a telly recently, dude?
Single coils are delicious. I shall hear none of this nonsense, Matthew.
Yeah, telly's nice as well.
It is. It's beautiful.
But I'm glad Matt's come over to the dark side with a Les Paul.
Literally the dark side. Yeah. So woofy and woolly.
I can't hear you, but I would assume I just got some abuse.
Yep. He knows as well. So if we're comparing the full size vent to these micro vents, what features are lacking on the micro, or if any?
Stereo. So there's
it's only mono now.
Yeah, there's a There's a black one and a white one, and I don't know what the difference is. They seem to have the same controls, and there's a switch in the middle, which I think allows you to choose between different
between the fast and the slow,
different speeds. What did you say?
So it's not got the ramp, but it's not got the ramp button anymore. It's you select it.
Down the bottom, it says Rotary Cabinet 112 Simulator on the black one, and Rotary Cabinet 16 Simulator on the white one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know enough.
Two different versions?
Yeah, I don't know enough about rotary Hammond organs and that sort of thing. I've played real ones. I've been... Yeah, so there's a jam night we used to go to every week. We used to go to a jam night every night, but one of them in particular that we went to every week, this guy once a year or so would turn up about 2 hours early and set up his whole Hammond organ with a rotary speaker in tow, because he lived right next door to the venue.
Nice.
So yeah, he would turn up, and I think he owned the washing machine company that was next door to it as well. So he liked rotary things, and yeah, he would rock up with this thing, and inevitably you'd get to play it. When you've been going to these bloody jam nights for about 10 years or whatever, you get to know these people, don't you?
I must admit, I'd love to play through a Leslie speaker.
Oh, they pound you when you're really close to them, because it's on off, and it's like wom wom wom, and the mid frequencies are just absolutely ridiculous. They pound your very body. You feel the resonance all the way up through you, and that's something you just don't get from these pedals, because you can't, not unless you whack it up something chronic and ruin your speaker cabs. That's why it was good through the bass rig, I heard, because obviously bass cabs are a little bit hardier.
Yeah, they withstand more of a wattage, don't they? And they've got a fuller response as well, haven't they? They tend to, because guitar speakers are tuned to make guitars sound good, which shelves off some of the bassier end of the frequency spectrum.
Yeah.
And smoothens out a bit of the top end as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it depends on what price point they come in. Do you know? Have you read the article?
I have not, no.
Okay.
I merely clicked on it and went, oh, that might be some good news.
Yeah, it did say something towards something within the realm of more information available next year.
Maybe it's not quite out yet.
Yeah, going to be a NARM release probably. Not that you usually get things released at NARM. You usually get things announced at NARM. Oh, guess what?
Hello, yes.
I think I'm going to get one of those camouflage. One of the camouflage. Did we even talk about that? Because that's come out as well.
Me and Matt do tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because it dropped on the night that we were doing the podcast, so we thought, why not include it?
Yeah, big shout out to Adrian Thorpe and his new camouflage that he's done in cohorts with that pedal show. Did you see how quickly they sold out?
No. So I mean, we mentioned the fact that they had 100, was it, for sale on that pedal show branded on it. I imagine they sold out within that day.
Have a guess at how long exactly?
Probably about 2 hours.
Quicker.
No.
Yep. Go on. Have a better guess.
An hour.
Quicker.
20 minutes.
Quicker.
10 minutes.
Quicker.
5 minutes.
Quicker.
2 minutes.
Quicker.
A minute.
1.5 minutes.
Shit, man, that's crazy.
That's according to what I saw on. That's according to what I saw on 4P's thing. I don't know. It could have been a joke, but it didn't sound like a joke.
No, I mean he's got a good sense of humour. I don't think he'd rely on that for the lulz.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it was. So I'm just sticking a picture up of it. That's why I was going quicker. I wasn't getting up to orgasm or something. So the picture I've put up, where you've got three brown knobs on the top, and then you've got 3 cream knobs on the bottom. That isn't how it's going to look. The middle 2 knobs are going to be switched.
Yeah, it's in a V formation, isn't it? And then upside down V.
But yeah, because I sold my guitar as opposed to selling a couple of pedals and putting a bit of cash to it, I've got a little bit left over, so I think I'm going to
the old camera flange.
Yeah, I've wanted a decent flanger for ages, and according to Dan Steinhardt, this is the best.
V1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's an electric mistress, but
we should give Dan a shout out.
Isn't it?
He's had some knee surgery done, so from the likes of Pedalboards of Doom and Fret Talk, get well soon, Dan.
Indeed, yeah, definitely. I watched the pre-release on the camouflage, and he was like a kid in the candy shop about it.
Oh, let's be honest, he is about most pedals, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's a massive fan of the Electric Mistress, and he said that this is it was giving him those vibes, but then and some, because he's got the mix control as well.
Yeah,
which is an absolute essential, but because flange takes over.
You got away with earlier talking about the year that a guitar came out, which was 1969, which was the Swinger. So you got through talking about a Swinger that was released in 69, and you didn't mention anything. You mentioned flanger, and you're giggling like a little girl.
Yeah, go to pot when I mention flange.
Oh dear! I used to have a cousin called Angela, and we used to call her Flangela when we were kids.
You mean little bastard!
She was bigger than us, and she hurt us.
Very, very good on you, Flangela. And I think that's probably where we wrap it for this week, because we've got a little bit over time, and that's fine.
And we're overlapping things that you've mentioned on the other podcast anyway. So let me come back to the main screen. Hello, you can see us in our full boobies and all these sort of things.
In our full glory.
Yeah.
Right, so how do we end a podcast?
Bye.
Live stream. We have to mention stuff. You are currently, if you're watching this, you are in the Pedalboards of Doom channel.
Give us likes. Give us thumbs up for the end of the show.
Yeah, do that. And thanks for all of the people who have been part of the show this week. That has been amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. Even if you are interjecting with the wrong information about single coils being bad, no. But we appreciate it. If you want to catch me online, and as one of the chaps mentioned earlier, who wants to catch those No Talk All Tone series, which are essentially cutting the bullshit out of pedal demos and just getting straight to the playing.
Hang on a minute, what are you saying?
I mean, I do those type of pedal demos as well, the full bullshit pedal demos, but I also do the no bullshit pedal demos. And so if you want to catch those, it's youtube.com/Budget Pedal Chap, but you can also catch me online.
Screw you.
Yes. Beautiful, thank you. You can also catch me online, Instagram.com and Facebook.com/Budget Pedal Chap. All of the stuff, like if you want to catch up on anything that I do, if you're on those 3, one of the 3 will mention when something's happening. So if a podcast's releasing, if a YouTube stuff's releasing, if there's some Instagram stuff releasing, it will go across all of them. So be part of one, and you won't miss out. Lee, you are everything Pedalboards of Doom. You are the overlord and seer of all in Pedalboards of Doom.
Do you know we're approaching 70,000 members? very quickly. That is scary, isn't it?
We could get that very easily with the amount of people who apply to be part of Pedal Boards of Doom each day. However, the admin team are absolutely fastidious in the approach of keeping it quality and not quantity, because we could easily get double within a week, I reckon.
Oh yeah, we get between 100 to 200 requests a day. You've seen it yourself.
Yeah. So my phone now currently informs me of the craziness that is Pedal Boards of Doom. So you're part of Pedal Boards of Doom. You are also doing work with Tonepedia as well.
Yes.
Which is easy to get at what website? Is it just tonepedia.com?
Tonepedia.com. And let's give a big shout out to this. I know we didn't talk about it at all, but I haven't mentioned it at all. But Tonepedia have just changed things around a little bit, and now when you go on the website, there are links to most of the products that you can just click buy, and it will take you to somewhere where you can buy it. Not from us, but it will take you, like, say, to Andertons or something like that. So if you like a product...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we've just launched that this week, and I forgot all about it. I should have mentioned it, because it's been, taking up most of my life over the last couple of weeks, trying to find all these links, not just for the UK, but for the US and other countries and these sort of things. Yeah. For every single bloody product. My goodness, among other products we've got going on, we've also just launched our first bunch of amps. So we've had a few amps on there, but we're really going into it now. So we've got guitars, basses, pedals on there, and now you can go in and try out amps, and you can try out various different aspects of the amps. That's really cool. And we've got some mega cool stuff coming very, very soon as well, which is going to open up a whole world of new stuff for us.
Rock and roll.
Oh, it is. It's a lot of work, but my God, I enjoy it.
Excellent. And that seems like as good a place as any to end the podcast.
Give Matt a shout out, because he did join in.
Yeah. Bye, Matt. If you are a listener as well, don't forget, share. If you can share this podcast with one person who you think will like it, that'll double our listenership, and that would be amazing. The giveaways that we do on the live shows, we have done giveaways on the non-live ones as well, and they work when we get participation from the audience, and when we get our audience growing, because people are more likely to want to share with us then. So the more you share, the better it works out for you, and that's pretty much our shtick. So, from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Mr. Lee Pedabadadoo, it will be a tatty bye and good night for this week.
Goodbye, all.
Ta-ra a bit.
Bye.
Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Ta-ra. Bye.
We're still recording audio. That's good. Motherfucker.